I'm going to show you how to set up the same armored train that was in my recent video, even the same configuration, which means we're going to start with an AA train car. We're going to start with this one. We just obviously need to position it in the right spot on the track, which I think should be right there. So let's go ahead and print it. Create new train. Yep, so it's in the right spot. Detected the bogies. So we've got that. We're going to place the armored locomotive behind it, and we're going to need to rotate this. You might not have to, depending on which way you're orienting it. I will say though, if you have it if it's positioned in not the original way, if you rotated it all in any direction, these catwalks and also these cage lamps are going to change their orientation. You'll have to go back and change it yourself. It's really annoying. See, it just got inverted, so we have to put it back. These got messed up. Just seems to be a schematic problem. While you're in here, I would recommend removing this interact me. You don't have to, but I'd recommend it. We've got these need to be moved. These things, catwalk things and cage lamp things, they can't save their rotation. Okay, now we're going to take the artillery car. I'm going to put the artillery car here. We got to move it. We'll go ahead and print it. There we go. And then we need to get the infantry car. Put the infantry car here. And then get the AA car again. That is not the AA car. This is the AA car. And we're going to need to rotate it. There we go. Now we paste it and correct any issues. Are there any issues? Yep. We got to fix this. Here, this is the entire train positioned on the ground now. So we're just going to verify that the glue is all in order. It should be. You shouldn't have to do anything once you spawn it in. There should be no issues with the glue. Just make sure we have interact me's on all of the carriages. Except for the locomotive. You probably don't want to, because if you do, then when you sit down in the seat, it's the third person. It's going to look like this. It's not going to actually be outside the vehicle, so you're going to have a hard time seeing. So it should be good to assemble. So what we're going to do, we're just going to assemble it now. And these things don't go with the train for some reason. You have to put them back when you assemble it. I don't know why. Since this is not interactive, we can't actually put those back at all. But we can put... Oh, shoot. So where did it go? Okay, I'm going to have to update this schematic because it didn't save the interact me's, or I didn't include, something happened where the interact me's were gone. So it's fine. I can update the schematic, so you probably won't even be having this issue. If you did, though, the interact me's have to go up here. When you form and deform it, it tends to kick these out for some reason. So that's a little bit useful for the tutorial. You may have to add these occasionally. Let's do this again. The other ones, none of the others should get kicked off. So these are still here. That's good. So I was trying to reapply these letters. Yep, so that's done. So you should just be able to assemble this. Yep, it's already working. This you're going to have to re-glue. It may look like it has glue. It does not have glue. This is actually still in the world, not a part of the train. So you're going to have to basically do that. And then let's go down here. We'll just go down the line. I'll show you how to re-glue these. You're going to have to do this. Re-glue that. Come over here. Re-glue this. There we go. Over here in the infantry car, you don't have to glue anything. If you want to activate these, you can open this, flick this lever. Now you can shoot out of here. And then this is the same again. We just do that. And then we're gonna glue this once again. So we're not gonna actually form these yet. We are now going to supply power to the train. So we're gonna get a creative motor here, and we're gonna set it to rotation of 4 on the top, put a transmitter and make it armored train. And so if you come into here, you should see that this is getting a small amount of power supplied. There should be linked controllers in here already. If you grab it, it should control this. Yes. And since, let's see, if you don't put an interactomy on it, another interactomy on it, you're going to have to deform it and apply an interactomy there. And let's do that on this one at the very end. And this controller works for both of them at the same time. You can see that one moving over there as well. To fully use this, now that it's interactive, because we put the interactomy there, you're going to flick the lever. And then you're going to get a link. These ones are kind of annoying to set up. I'd recommend not deforming them if you can avoid it. Put a link there. Set it to receiver. And then get some levers. Configure it to levers. And now you can shoot out of that. And then we'll do the same thing at this one. Flick the lever. Transmitter, receiver, levers. And see, look. Now they both shoot. Next, you're going to get some kind of medium cannon projectile. We'll just do this because it doesn't create a huge explosion. Take whatever your projectile is and stick it in this barrel up here. Just stick it there, and then if you go into free look, you'll see that it got deposited right here. These are actually a lot less annoying to operate, believe it or not. And in here, there is a lectern with a preloaded linked controller. You should just be able to start using it. You should just be able to raise and lower the guns. Although, you'll see I just messed something up. That is because I formed those guns before they were interactive. So let's just make sure they're deformed. When that happens, it seems to have kicked the interactomies off here, so make sure the interactomies are back. And now, do that. Now you can deform the gun and see, looks like we even, that was kind of bad, we even broke the medium cannon breeches. So, extra bad, don't do that. Of course, you're going to have to put the shafts back. If you do that, try not to do that like I did. That is the worst way to break it. Just don't form the guns before making the turrets. But now we can spin them, and we can raise and lower them, and we can shoot them as well. And they should just do their thing and reload after a few seconds. If you spam it, it actually stops it from reloading, and it can get out of sync, and it'll start shooting one. You just have to wait a little bit if it desyncs or if it gets jammed. Otherwise, there shouldn't be anything that you actually have to do. And if you're wondering, the empty shells get stuck into this, or the empty cartridges get stuck into there. That's all you have to do. We can move the train now. So if we get in here, and you get in that seat, you'll see that you still have this expanded third-person view, because it's not interactive. But we can move this. Looks like the glue got messed up here, which won't be an issue probably when you're watching this, because I'll already have fixed it. That's kind of annoying and a little bit embarrassing, guys, but as I said, it will be fixed when you're watching this video, so that won't have happened. Anyways, that is how you set up the armored train. Just so you know, if you deform it, if you deform even parts of it, you're going to have to do it again, because deforming it will break things like shafts, it'll break links, sometimes it'll kick interactomies off of there. Just be aware of that. It can cause some headaches at times. If you ever need to deform these, you can access the bearings by right-clicking there. But other than that, hope this was helpful, and happy building.